Hello, my name is Charles Severance, and this is what I call the Hash Puzzle Challenge. So I am um, building a course called Postgres for Everybody. You may know me for Python for Everybody, which is the most successful online course, programming course in the world, which is kind of cool. I'm building a new follow-on class that you can kind of take right after you take Python for Everybody, especially if you want to be a data scientist, called Postgres for Everybody. It's going to be on Coursera, and you can see that it's on Coursera, but it's in beta test. And so when the beta test is done and we fix all the bugs in the course, then it will be rolled out on Coursera. For now, you can get a sneak preview here on www.pg4e.com. And the reason I'm making this video is that I am building a new kind of assignment increasingly in the courses I build that are puzzles. And I love puzzles because they make you think, they're fun. The solution to them is usually easy once you understand it, but there's no good way to, you have to struggle with it. And so I think in struggle there is learning. And so I built a puzzle assignment. You'll see increasingly puzzle style assignments. And I will show you in a moment what you're trying to solve. In a way, it's like breaking a security system. Hashing is critical both to databases and how they organize data, but it's also critical to how secure systems sign things, etc. So there's a whole bunch of interesting stuff in hashing. And so here's my challenge. For the first 10 students that complete the hash puzzle problem in week 4 of www.pg4e.com, I will send you signed copies of any certificates that you've earned in any of my MOOCs. You email them to me, I print them out, I sign them, and then I send back the signed copies. And I will literally do this anywhere in the world if you have a shippable address. So it's the first 10 students, so there's a bit of a competition. And as soon as you see this video, that's when the competition starts. I'll probably take the video down after the competition is done. I don't know. We'll see. I can't just send signed certificates forever, but the first 10. So here is the challenge. So you start at postgresforeverybody.com, www.pg4e.com. You log in, and then you go into the lessons, and you go into week 4 where we talk about text. If you want to, you can watch the hashing lecture, or perhaps you already know hashing. So there's a cool lecture of me lecturing like I do a lot. But the interesting thing you're going to do is you're going to beat this puzzle. There's all kinds of auto graders and quizzes, and you can do that. But I'm really interested in hearing how you beat this puzzle. And so when you click on it, what you are given, you're to put in 2 strings, all uppercase letters, and between 3 and 10 characters long. And when you get this right, this hashing function, which I give to you, will give the same number. So in this case, I put A, B, C, and D into the hashing function, and I get 404. And now I flip 2 letters, B, A, C, D, E, and I get 403. So that's a good hash. It's not a collision. We're trying to come up with strings that collide. And so here's the entire Python code. It prints stuff out and prints debug out. And this, I'll just read it. It's a puzzle assignment. The answer is ultimately extremely simple. You simply need to understand every single line and letter and what this is doing, what this debug output means. You just have to understand in particular those 2 lines of code. When you know those 2 lines of code, you got it, right? So don't cheat. Don't sort of go ask Stack Overflow. It is satisfying to solve a puzzle, right? Relax, figure it out, solve it on your own. And here's a cool little video, Bruce Schneier, an interview I did with the Security Mindset, I mentioned that this is, oh, okay. Bruce is a wonderful person. He loves to explain security to folks. And so what Bruce really tells you is that breaking hashes and breaking security systems is a fascinating task. And this is like breaking a security system. When you have a bad hash, and that's what I've given you here, is a bad hash, in that it's easy to cause hash collisions. And again, you might want to just go watch the hashing lecture. But when it's all said and done, all you have to do, and I will see you in this grade detail, I will see who gets it done first, and I will see the email, and I will send you email and encourage you to send me your certificates so I can sign them and send you back. And so you don't even have to tell me. You can tell me on Twitter if you want. So let's go back to summarize. I'm Charles Severance. For the first 10 students to complete this puzzle hash problem in week 4 of www.pgfree.com, if you send me your certificates, I will print them, sign them, and return to them. These have to be certificates that you've earned in my MOOCs on any of the platforms like Coursera, edX, FutureLearn, or even FreeCodeCamp. Whatever it is that you've taken my course and have a certificate, if you get me the PDF of those certificates, and there can be more than one, I will sign them and I will send them back to you anywhere in the world. I've done this before for various challenges, and so now I'm doing one for the challenge of Postgres for everybody to kind of get ready for the rollout. So again, I hope you have some fun with this, and look forward to hearing. You can ask me questions on Twitter at DRCHUCK. I should say that. Do this on Twitter at DRCHUCK. That's my Twitter handle. And so you can ask me questions or clarifications, or even tell me that you've succeeded at the challenge by tweeting me at DRCHUCK. Okay? Cheers!